Hi, friends. It's Roland Kym, Vancouver Realtor and Asset Specialist. I'm glad you're watching another one of my videos, and I really hope that it offers value for you. Today, we're going to talk about the top ways to save money, practical and simple tips for financial success. Use a budgeting app. Many of us have struggled with budgets, but it's been a lot simpler now with the apps that are out there that can track your income and expenses. There's free ones, there's very low cost ones if you wanted more elaborate ones. The benefits of it is it identifies often saving opportunities in your habits. And I find when I need to track something, when I need to write it down, it tends to make me spend less because it's work in tracking it, and it makes me gives me a sober second question of whether I want to spend it. So tracking is important for very multiple reasons, and one is training your habits to spend less. You want to leverage your credit card rewards. Find credit cards that have points that you can actually use. Certain credit cards are steered towards flight. Certain credit cards are steered towards, gift cards. Find out what works for you and what's important, and get the right credit card. Make sure that you're paying off the monthly balances. If you're getting interest on your credit card, do not think of it as a rewards benefit. It's costing you much more than it is giving you. However, if you pay off your credit card balance every month, those rewards are a perk. I remember for years when I was going to school, I would take the points off my credit cards, cash it in for gift cards, and I would use that for my Christmas presents and birthday presents for friends and family. So it was a free perk that I got to utilize. Shop for groceries strategically. We all know if you walk into a grocery store with a hungry stomach and no shopping list, that you're likely going to buy a lot of things that aren't the right things, and you'll be regretful. So use flyers and price matching apps, buy in bulk and choose generic brands. And again, have a list. Have a list before you go shopping. That is really important. When you're planning your meals, that is fundamental. If you spend time at the beginning of your week, the day before your week starts, cook at home to save money, create a large amount of the food. I have heard people in my office who do meal planning, they are trading meals. So, there's a few people in a group who are planning out their meals, cooking their meals for the week, and they're trading some of them. And that way they're getting variety, and they haven't had to cook three different meals. They just cook one big meal and they share some of it in a trade swap at work. So that might be something. So prepare your meals in bulk, and certainly freeze leftovers for later use, and otherwise share with your fellow workmates, and that can help reduce your workload as well. Make sure you apply for government benefits when available. Take some time and explore programs like the Canada Child Benefits, GST, HST credit, and provincial rebates. There tends to be a lot of different rebates out there. A lot of people don't know that they might qualify for them, and it really would be a waste that there is a government benefits program that is meant for you that you're not getting. So take some time and find out what your peers and are receiving, and what else is out there in the marketplace for your province and your area that you're living. Buy used items. I am amazed at the quality of used items now that I can find on Marketplace. Facebook, I can tell from my own household with 4 kids, the number of items that we're throwing into community groups practically for free, sometimes for free. Sometimes we just charge something so that we have people who actually show up, versus sometimes when it's free, people don't show up. The point I'm making is there's so much good used items out there, whether it's free, whether it's practically free. Take some time and look, and you'd be surprised what's around you. It's a win-win. You're helping, in that case, a neighbor get rid of an item they no longer want in their home, and you receive an item for pennies on the dollar and potentially free. So it's a really great way of saving on clothing, furniture, electronics, especially for those growing kids, or items that lots of people use at different stages of life. And so it's important at one time, and then another time it's no longer important and easy to swap. Cancel unused subscriptions. Really, really important. Once a year, I cancel my credit card. I cancel my credit card, so everything has to be re-added to it, so I can ensure that I want every one of those subscriptions. It is a hassle, but I am amazed with running different businesses, and all the different things that I use my credit card for. Often I can't, connect some of the dots, and that's one way of me able to control. What I often find is that things that I may have tried out that I had no intention of going into a subscription program, did go on a subscription program. I've even found people that are charging me that are legitimate companies, quote unquote, but I never signed up for something. So audit your subscriptions on your credit card. Make sure that the subscriptions that at one time were important to you are still important to you. And if they're not, cancel them. You can always sign back up. Deals are really easy to find. So cancel if you're unsure. Yeah, cancel unused or rarely used services. Use cashback websites. A friend years ago connected me to Ebates that turned into Rakuten, I believe it's announced. And I guess there's others out there where you earn cashback, a little bit of money that you get back when you order items online. It's convenient, it's easy, or it's not a huge amount, but you can make several $100s, several $1,000s a year, depending on how much you order online through these websites. Reduce your transportation costs. Use public transportation, carpool, or bike, and compare your insurance rates when available with the variable insurance rates that are not mandated by your province. It's a great way to save money. We often just renew without looking at things, without getting a second opinion, and that can really bite us in the financial butt. Embrace energy efficiencies. There are a lot of programs out there, different types of rebates, different types of energy upgrades that are available for different income brackets. Whether you qualify for that or not, use energy efficient appliances and LED bulbs. Do everything you can to reduce your energy. Energy continues to cost more. It's going to cost more in the future. So the habits and the best practices that you can create now will not only save you money today, but will save you money in the future. And in the future, it will be more and more expensive. Earn rewards with loyalty programs. Practically every company that you buy from, every store that you go to has some kind of loyalty program. Find out what they have. Find out if you shop there enough to make it relevant, and join the programs. Most of them don't charge anything for it. They are able to market and communicate with you, and that's the win-win that goes on. And you can save on groceries, on travel, and entertainment. Eventually, you get free perks or price reductions. Saving on entertainment. For that effect, look for free or low-cost events. No matter what city you're in, I'm sure if you typed in, things to do around Vancouver for free or for low cost, you'd get a plethora of different websites and people sharing information. You'd be amazed at how many different organizations, be it professional folks like realtors or mortgage brokers running a contest, or TV stations, radio stations that have different free contests that you can enter. You enter enough contests, you're gonna win some free entertainment. Also, attending libraries and outdoor activities offer great options that are typically free or very low cost. Refinance or consolidate your debt. Again, our goal is to eliminate debt. Then our goal is to invest in order to get retained earnings in the future and get cash flow coming in through passive means. But if you do have debt, you need to combine your high interest debt into the lowest interest loans available for you. That way you are getting the maximum amount of leverage out of the money that you're paying back. So save on monthly payments by reducing your interest cost by refinancing. As we mentioned before, in low-cost events, use public libraries. Since having kids, I've gotten reintroduced to public libraries, and it's amazing. We get to rent books and movies and ebooks and audiobooks, and it's a great fun thing to do. We meet people while we do it, and it also teaches us some responsibility if you're a kid to take care of things and return it because mom and dad didn't buy it for me. Anyway, use public libraries to reduce your expenses. Take advantage of tax credits. We touched on that a little bit, but there's, make sure that you're claiming all your tax credits available, be it tuition credits, medical expenses. Make sure that when you file your taxes that you're getting the efficiency of what's available. You don't want to you don't want to be cheat. You don't want to take away from the taxes that you're required to pay, but there's so many leverages and so many advantages that are built into the system for you to take advantage of in your tax credit. So make sure you're working with an accountant that can help you. If you're doing it yourself, check out community groups, check out peers that you work with, and make sure that find out what they're doing, and make sure that you are doing everything that is legal and available to reduce the amount of tax that you pay. Limit your dine out. I mean, dining out post-COVID has gone up so much. I know everyone's got expenses. I feel for food and beverage restaurants, but it's one of the easiest ways for a consumer, a regular Joe, to spend their budget quicker than expected. And so limit the number of times that you dine out. That way you enjoy it more when you go. And then when you do go out for entertainment, look for promotions or discounts such as happy hour or different promotions and discounts that you can find online to get the most value for your dollar. Negotiate your bills. Call all your different service providers at least once a year and find out what better options they have available than what you're paying. And this really irks me because I was with Bell Canada for nearly 2 decades, and for years I thought that I was getting a good deal. I figured I was with them for so long that of course they would provide me with the best deals available. And what I learned until I started practicing this habit is that they will not call you and say, hey, consumer client, I have a much better rate for you that I want to gift you because you've been a loyal customer. No, they offer that to any person that calls them, and they will continue to charge you at a higher price unless you ask for it. So go on the offensive, call all the different service providers that are helping you or that you're buying from, and ask them for the best deal, because otherwise they won't offer it to you. And consider switching to other competing brands and companies if there's a better rate. You got to look out for your own best interest. Set up automatic savings. So create an automated transfer to a high interest savings account where you are putting a small amount of money away after you've paid off all your debt every single paycheck consistently throughout the month. And in that way, that is initially building as your emergency fund. And once you have 3 to 6 months of operating savings in there, you can take those extra funds that are collecting and put them into proper investments for even further leverage. Get creative with do-it-yourself repairs and maintenance. Learn how to handle minor home and car repairs, and save on professional services. By doing that, you can also join community groups in your area. They often have community groups from Facebook or other social platforms where people are willing to trade their skill set for something else. So if you need to repair your door or your something on your home or in your car, go find someone that is got that skill set to help you, and maybe trade them for a loaf of banana bread. Who knows? Be creative, and the bartering system is definitely there for us to use with our neighborly folks who have skill sets that we don't have, and in turn we can trade something of ourselves that is of value. So I thank you for listening this far. You might have noticed I only had 19, not 20 points. Sorry, I must have made a mistake. If you got value, please smash my YouTube channel and subscribe. I'd love to continue to share information with you relating to assets, finance, money, and just making sure that we're getting the best value out of our time. Thanks, everyone.